flower man, when are you gonna grow?
All right, we were out in the garden with Dave, the garden guy, and you showed up on a good day because
did I?
things are changing.
You betcha. In fact, get out there right now and start fertilization. All your gardens should be fertilized right now, or especially right before this rain. It's going to be real important. So what we're doing right now, we're doing a little side dressing, or you can take a liquid fertilizer like a liquid seaweed, maybe some extreme juice, and just go ahead and just go through the garden. What's going to happen is that rain is going to push that down around the root system. Of course, you can go ahead and start thinking about turning off your water, folks. It's going to be very important to go ahead and turn that water off. And you should have a lot of wildflowers coming up, just like Bob was showing down there. And these wildflowers should stay fairly moist until, well, they're about an inch or two high, and that's the ideal situation. We're getting a great wildflower display like we're going to get out here in the garden. Now, right on my shoulder, Bob, go on over there. Bob's our illustrious cameraman here in the garden, and that is a frost blanket over the top of our garden. Now, why do it this time of year, especially when we haven't had any frost?
Right.
It diffuses the light and actually causes it to be a lot more intensive in our garden. That's a fairly shaded area there. Frost blankets not only work on helping protect those different types of frost-sensitive plant material, but they also help in our garden when we're growing a lot of these different types of vegetables. And you can see them all in here right now.
Things are coming up.
They are doing well.
You just planted those a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we just planted these a few weeks ago, folks. And this is what organic fertilization does for you. When you go organic, expect results just like you're seeing right here. So we put a lot of different types of compost in here. Of course, we used our extreme juice, liquid seaweeds. All those need to go in. And Bob, watch out as you're backing up there. There it is right there. Let me get that out of the way here for you. And what you want to do is you want to get out there and start thinking about doing that kind of stuff. And if you haven't already put down those wildflower seeds, right over there, Bob, I don't know if you can find them pick them up with the camera there. But those should go in right now, especially before this rain, and all those, well, different types of native seeds and all those different types of wildflowers should go in right now. These are an important component in our garden, especially come springtime, because we want a lot of those beneficial insects to go ahead and take up living quarters right there. And the only way they do it is with a lot of nectar. Right now is the time to start thinking about doing a few things out in your garden. One is to get out there. If you got any bare areas out there, your rice seed hasn't really taken on your lawn area, get out there and throw some seed down.
Good idea, yeah.
In fact, right now is a good idea because the fact that moist weather is going to really spring that ryegrass right straight up. Remember, you need to use that special fertilizer we talked about, ammonium nitrate. This time of year is very critical. It's hard to get, but it's the only thing that will really fertilize that grass, especially during cool type temperatures.
What else we need to do?
Well, you know what? You want to put in a lot of seeds right now. And one of them you've got right in your hand. There's some French breakfast radishes. We grew in a little pot out there, and you can see those guys. But right now, radishes and your lettuce and different types of onions, and especially your garlic and bulbs should be going in right now. This is basically the last couple of weeks we're going to be able to do anything like that because it's cooling off so fast. So it's really crucial that you think about putting all that stuff in, and especially getting out there and mulching right now. In fact, this is really crucial, folks. If you want to go ahead and prevent any type of later on frost damage or really invigorate that soil, it's real important. Think about starting to stack the soil with at least 2 to 3 inches of mulch. And that's one thing we do out in the garden. We're always working the soil. So you can see along these beds, we actually side dress the beds with different types of fertilizers, and then we'll just work the soil up and put a lot of compost in the soil. The healthier that soil is, the more basically fertilized it is with organic type fertilizers, the more resistant it's going to be to any type of cool type weather. And last but not least, you want to go out there, and we've talked about it before, but go ahead and start putting that molasses down. That's going to invigorate that microbiotic activity that's really crucial in the soil right now. And you want to put in about 1/4 cup per gallon of water. Go ahead and fertilize with this, and it will really just kind of, well, send those plants into a tizzy on getting ready to grow, especially in the cooler type weather.
Can you get that at the grocery store?
You betcha. That's old grandma molasses, or you can use the horticultural grade, same stuff you put on your pancakes there, Scotty. Remember that when we were growing up on the farm there? You know, Mom would come out with a big old pancake. Put some molasses or brown sugar on that. We can't afford the syrup. And that's what we did. You remember those days?
Of course I do, like yesterday. Dave, thank you much.
Thank you, Scotty.
Stay dry this weekend, and we've got more Good Morning Arizona right after this.
Love